Hey everybody, this is a Mike Machine Basement production. What I'm going to talk to you guys today about is something that wasn't always serious to me, but has become quite serious in my old age, we'll say. A friend of mine put a post out on Facebook saying, older drummers, can you tell me what you guys have done to do some prevention or some preventive measures because his hands are giving him issues. I think he's having pain issues and a bit of swelling. And I think I want to say stretching can help prevent. I'm not going to say, hey, if you smash a hammer on a piece of wood all day, that you will be free from any repercussions, right, or any consequences. But, I think if you do some preventive measures, this should really help. So rather than just teach him specifically, I feel like now it's concerning me. It's concerning me to see that some of my dear friends, especially this person who I consider like a brother from another mother, is suffering, is not attracted to the drum set like he once was. It used to be free and easy and fun. Sit down, I'm just going to kill it, it's going to be great. My hand's going to hurt. That's really sad for me to see. And I want you to know that specifically when I share this, it's really sad to read that you might be suffering. So rather than just teach this to one person, I'm making this video to kind of like put it out there into the world, and hopefully everyone who watches it will do the stretches and will achieve some personal gains. So stretches, hand stretches. This video is strictly on hand stretches. Maybe down the line I'll do a foot one for you guys, but today it's just hands. So here's the deal. I started doing hand stretches for a couple reasons. One was I used to do a lot of martial arts when I was a teenager. I used to want to act tough, and I still think martial arts are great, and they have a lot of art behind it, hence the martial art. It's always the martial side that sucked for me. So I retired from martial arts. However, it follows me through my life, and here's one way. I'm sure you can hear that. Mike Machine's knuckles crack a lot, and I can do that at will at any time. I used to break a lot of boards and sometimes a few bricks. And so anyway, it made my knuckles inflame, which did affect my drumming. It sucked. So I started to develop ways to stretch. I started to develop ways to take away inflammation, and also stopped breaking boards and breaking bricks. It was kind of dumb. So here's the thing. I used to go into a cold garage as a teenager and play. And when I was a teenager, it was tapes. So we grew into the world of CDs, but CDs skipped a lot, so I'm going to tell the story about my time with tapes. I would go into a cold garage at my parents' house in the backyard, and I'd put in my favorite Slayer tape, and I'm going to get it today. Today's the day I'm going to play Angel of Death. It's going to be killer. And I would put that tape in, and I found that it would take me about, say, half a tape or half a side, because tapes were two-sided. If you guys don't know the world of tapes, you young kids out there. So you had a side A and a side B. It would take me like one side of a tape to feel what I call hot. So I would be able to play, piece by Slayer and not really hurt myself, or play it and not really feel like I'm still really cold in the temperature of my hands. Like, oh, it's cold out here in this garage. So I started implementing this into my personal routine for temperature's sake. Meaning, if it takes you 30 minutes to play your drums and then you can play something that was really at the cusp of your threshold, if you do these 6 minutes of stretches, I can guarantee you should be at the exact same spot. Literally. If it takes you 30 minutes to get hot enough to play that song or that passage or that sticking, this should happen in 6 minutes of stretching. So temperature is a big part of it. However, we're also dealing with inflammation, maybe pain, maybe numbness. Those are huge things to consider as drummers. So health, overall health. So, excuse me, I'm going to contribute this to the world. Hopefully, it really helps you, and hopefully it's something that makes you aware. No edits. Here we go. Got a bit of a cold today. So, first step. You stick your hand out like you're saying stop. Okay? Stop. I don't want that crap. Stop. I want you to pull this hand that you've put the stop on. It's my left hand. I don't know the direction of this camera. I like to lock the elbow. The reason I lock the elbow is so I don't really have to hold it up. It's going to be a 30-second span of this. You're going to grab the pad. Now notice you're not grabbing the fingers. You're grabbing the pad of the hand. You're going to slowly, and I want to stress that, slowly pull back for 30 seconds. Okay? That doesn't mean wrench on it and hold it for 30 seconds. It means slowly apply pressure for 30 seconds. okay? So after the 30 seconds, you should really notice that you're loosening up the underside of your forearm, okay? In here, the underside. After you've done the 30-second stage, this is stage 1, I want you to drop your hand to your side, way down on the floor like this, like it's dangling, like what a day. And when you're dangling, I want you to open and close your hand as stiffly as possible. I call this the pump. Stage 2 is the pump. So you open and close as explosively, quickly, like you're trying to flick snot off your finger, and also like you're trying to take something, like give me that, like get rid of it, and this is mine, get rid of it, this is mine, and you open and close down by your side so that blood flow travels to that extremity as best as possible. And I call it the pump because you literally pump blood in and out. So it goes in and out, and you do that for 30 seconds. Repeat step 1 on the other side, whether that be the right or the left, depending which side you start. So stage 3 is pulling from the pad, again, not the fingers, the pad for 30 seconds. Then you do the pump for 30 seconds. So now you're 2 minutes in total. 30 seconds of stretches, 30 minutes of pump, or 30 seconds, 30 seconds. So you're into 2 full minutes here. The next stage, stage 5, is the thumb, okay? So you're gonna pull from the pad of the thumb, dude. Don't pull from the thumb itself, okay? Little tendons, big tendons. So you basically arm wrestle yourself into a position where you're pulling on the thumb, okay? As relaxed as possible in the whole arm, but keeping pressure and pulling for 30 seconds like this. Notice I'm not at the end of my thumb like that. I'm pulling from the pad, okay? Like this, pulling from the pad, 30 seconds. After that stage, do the pump, okay? So now you're into stage 6 with the pump. Stage 7, pulling from the pad, okay? 30 seconds, into the pump, 30 seconds. Now you're done stage 8, okay? Stage 9 now, as if, I don't want to be insulting to anyone. Hi, a little bit flamboyant, letting your hand drag over. You're going to interlock your 2 thumbs like this and grab the back of your hand, pulling the wrist downward. So basically pulling your palm towards your body like this. I lock the elbow again so I don't have to hold it up. And I slowly pull back for 30 seconds. Okay, so you hold it for 30 seconds of pressure. Then again, the pump, that's stage 10. So stage 9, stage 10 is the pump. Then again, repeat. Stage 11, over here, drop the hand, interlock, pulling in towards yourself, holding for 30 seconds, then doing the pump. So you hold your hand down, let it hang, do the pump. So there's 12 steps to that, okay? So after you've done all that, it should take 6 minutes. After the 6 minutes, you should be able to play anything that you can play, period. You should have enough heat, you should have enough blood, you should have enough contact between your brain and your extremity where it's touched enough and it knows it exists, like, the way your brain talks to it. That's why a massage is worth money, in my opinion. They're not really altering the muscles or the fascia or whatever it is the way that they want you to say, like, hey, it costs you $100 for a massage. But I think when your brain touches some spots that you haven't touched before, like a hand or whatever, the back of your neck, it wakes it up. So as drummers, I want to have full control over my extremities. I want my brain to be as aware of them as possible. So through the touch, I think you gain that as well. Now, it's a little bit of a bonus, I think, but I do think so. Like, when I wake up, I rub my legs top to bottom. I rub my arms top to bottom. That's what I use as a drummer. I don't headbutt anything. I don't lick things, so it doesn't matter how anything else moves to me. I literally need my arms. I need my legs. Right? So I wake up and I let my brain know every piece of that. So you can do a little bit of massaging in that too. Maybe when you're done your stretches or before your stretches, create some friction and touch yourself a little bit on a massage, It's not about being funny, it's being serious. So I really want to give this as a gift to all drummers because for me, with my condition and also the amount of repetition, the amount of hours that I put in, I'm getting older, drums are getting harder. And for some of my friends, and I keep wanting to be serious about this because I'm usually a pretty funny guy and think things are pretty lighthearted, but it really does concern me when I see a really good drummer and a friend have some concerns and have some serious issues. Like he says the knuckle on his wrist is swelling up. He says that he's getting a little bit of tingly. Well, I really hope that this want to say regime helps you, do it every day. Always do it before you play. And then please, after maybe like a month of it, tell me, are you still having that issue? Are you still having that condition? I do have other suggestions for people who have conditions and ailments. I just finished a lesson literally 10 minutes ago with a doctor, told him about these, and he thought they were really great. He thought they were fantastic, as there are no stretch regimes strictly for drummers. So this may apply to sports. This may apply to, I want to say, other things you do. Maybe you're on a computer all day and you really feel like, man, my mouse hand gets so tingly and tired. Maybe do these stretches before you go sit in the office for 4-hour shifts and do mousing or whatever it is you do, whether you're a weightlifter or whatever. I do think that this helps with temperature, inflammation, blood flow, and mental awareness of your limbs. So my heart goes out to anyone who is suffering. And if you have any follow-up questions, feel free to comment, and definitely feel free to share this. This is a total free consultation and advisory. So yeah, best of luck with everything, guys, and happy drumming.